Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. This latest winter storm finally letting up a little bit. That's a live look at our radar. Snow is still coming in the metro, so if you're headed out, the main roads are a little bit slushy, but clear for the most parts, and side streets are a bit more meh, as we say. Snow is going to continue through much of the day, and some pockets of heavy snow is still possible, and that's why we've declared this a weather warn day. So let's get right out to meteorologist Jamie for the latest. Hi, Jamie.
Hi there. Yes, still going to be some pockets, like you said, of that heavy snow coming down. We have a little bit of light snowfall here in the backyard. When you take a look at the live radar right now, much of this is moving in northeast to southwest. But again, overall, this storm system is starting to lose some of its energy. As we go a little bit closer, though, up towards Stearns and Wright County, seeing a pretty good pocket of heavy snowfall. Again, that's going to be dropping a southwesterly direction. And occasionally, you're going to find yourself dealing with one of these heavier bands of snow coming through the area as the afternoon goes on. The good news is this will all start to let up between about 1 and 3 o'clock. As we take a look right now, the watches, the warnings, they're chipping away bit by bit, but we still have our winter weather advisory till 3 o'clock in the purple there. Snowfall totals around the metro area, about 2 to 4, upwards of maybe 2 to 5 in a few spots. The latest numbers still from earlier this morning. Winter storm warning, again, still in place till 3 o'clock, and that's where we're expecting to see snowfall totals about 4 to 8. Most numbers I've seen in the southeast part of the state have been about 6 inches so far. We'll look for some updated numbers a little bit later on as we go through the afternoon hours and the snow starts to let up. What you're seeing right here in the microcast, there's 3 o'clock. As you go from 3 to about 6 o'clock, we're going to start to see more and more of that snow light and moving to the east. And then late tonight, we may end up with a few flurries in the area, and that's going to wrap things up for tonight. And as we go into the overnight hours, things certainly quieting down. You can take a look over the next several hours. Temperatures steady under the clouds with the snow showers. But then as we get going into the overnight hours, those temperatures start to fall on the backside of this storm system. And we're going to start to talk about some numbers that are going to be edging towards the below average department. That'll be coming up later on in the 7-day forecast.
All right. Thanks, Jamie. It's going to get colder. Duly noted.
Yes.
Well, roads are a little bit better as the morning has gone on, but earlier today it was a bit of a mess. The State Patrol said 62 crashes, 5 of those had injuries, and 103 spinouts and 4 jackknifed semis. Also, a lot of schools closed their doors today because of this storm. At least 11 of the schools on your screen decided to do distance learning, and 2 of them declared a snow emergency in their cities for today and tomorrow. With this latest round of snow, St. Paul says it will not be plowing the north-south residential streets today. In a tweet, the Public Works Department say it's going to shift its focus because crews have to get on those main roads once a new snowfall has come down instead. If you want to keep up to date with this latest storm, get our KARE 11 weather app. You'll get personalized forecasts, alerts on the weather, and you can check live radar anytime you want. It's free in all of the app stores. Well, we're making calls with the courts to find out what happened with this morning's hearing for the man accused of shooting and killing a woman outside of an Amazon warehouse in Lakeville. Dante McCray is already charged with 1 count of second-degree murder for the death of 31-year-old Kyla O'Neill, and she was pregnant. Even though that baby was delivered, the child passed away earlier this week. McCray is likely to be charged with that baby's death, and we'll have more information as updates become available to us. Classes at Central High School in St. Paul are canceled today after a teenager was shot at a recreation center across the street yesterday. At last check, that teenager is in critical condition. All of this happened at the Jimmy Lee Rec Center near 94 and Lexington Parkway at about 4:30 yesterday. Police told us they made an arrest. Mayor Melvin Carter says there's no threat to public safety at this time. The Minnesota House has a big vote on the docket today on the PRO Act. That's to Protect Reproductive Options Act. We'll have details of what happens at the Capitol tonight on our newscast at 6 o'clock. That's all of your news and weather headlines. We'll be back in a half hour.